Hello there. What are we? We are Wednesday. The brain's losing it again here. What did we do yesterday? Tuesday, we did block 25, didn't we? Which was that one there. I have to say, as I said yesterday, I don't reckon my block colour placement was possibly as good as it could have been to actually shown this particular design to its best. But hey ho, that's what I've got and that's what I'm going to work with. Did see yesterday a couple of lovely ones coming on, and I like the idea, can't remember who it was now, mood board going on, little bits of colour, what's going to work where. Maybe that's what I should have done. I could have got it right then. But hey, so that one's done. I spent far too long yesterday doing the next block ready for tomorrow. I thought I'll get ahead of myself, get it all there. Getting excited now because I'm getting towards my 27 that I need. Do you know what? We're talking about colour placement. I cut my bits out and I've got them in front of me and I'm looking at it and I started putting it together. I don't know. Unpicked two bits, changed all the colours in the middle, started again, unpicked it again. Third time before I got it how I liked it, but you'll see that tomorrow. So yesterday was, the whole day virtually was taken up with wittering one way or another, be it doing, loading, messing around, answering questions or making the next one. But such is life, isn't it? For the life of me, I couldn't get that to look right yesterday. I'm still don't know that I love it a lot, but you'll see tomorrow. Anyway, so yeah, hopefully you're all catching up with that one there. So I thought, right, what do we do today? I thought, because it was to hand, I would show you my very first finished quilt. I say finished because it's one that I made for my mum over 20 years ago now, as a surprise for Christmas. Dresden Plate, as you can see behind me. And I wanted to do this. I'd bought the fabric, I'd got the how-to, I read the how-to, I thought, what the hell are they talking about? Papers. It made absolutely no sense to me whatsoever. Really was a foreign language. So at that point I trundled off down to the local arts and crafts shop, and I did a little course there with Sue, thank you Sue, who taught me the basics. But that little quilt that I did with her, I never ever did get to finish, because as soon as I got as far as Dresden Plate within that little sampler, I was off and running because I was on a mission to make this one for my mum for Christmas. So the blocks that I did on that original one, I do still have them, and they get used a lot because I bring them out and I show people when I'm teaching beginners. Lots of things that I'd done wrong on them. Hindsight's a fabulous thing, isn't it? Looking at it and thinking, oh God, your stitches were far too big. What did you do with your knots there? That's not how you finished. That was a bit of a wide seam allowance. All sorts of things going on. So they're actually excellent to look at and see how far you've come along with things, I have to say. And to be fair, the fabrics that I used, I have absolutely no idea why I would have used them. Certainly not my colour or my thing whatsoever. I obviously was just, because I didn't have a clue at that point. I'd never done anything sort of stitching wise since I left school. So there we are. Oh, do you know what? That actually reminds me. Oh, yes, Pat Horn. Hello, darling. I hope you're out there and watching. A few years ago, I went over to the Isle of Wight to see Vectis Quilters. Hello, Vectis, ladies and gents. And I did a talk and I did a class and it was lovely. And we were doing Bargello of all things. And halfway through the class, we're sat there having our lunch, as you do. We're all having a little bit of a knitter and a natter and where you're from and what you do and, you know, where you've been and all this sort of stuff. And one thing or another, it came to light that my needlework teacher was sat in the class with me. Pat, hello, darling. I was gobsmacked. Totally and utterly floored me for the rest of the day. It really did. I was teaching my teacher. To be fair, when I was at school, I gave up needlework at the first opportunity so that I could go up the art room and do all my painting and my drawing and things that I loved. But she must have got me in some very good basics in there, because when I started up again, patchworking, It's all good. Can't get over that still. Yeah, Pat, I hope you're all right there, dear. Yeah, so thank you for everything you do for me there. Anyway, so back to what was it? Yeah, so this here, this humongous, and I mean humongous, Dresden plate. Now, I did this for my mum as a surprise for her. Finished it sort of 2 o'clock on the Christmas morning. It's an oversized single bed quilt. I say oversized because I made all of these blocks and I was going to use them. I hadn't bothered measuring the things I should have, because it sort of goes round the pillow right under all the way down and off the end of the bed. But there we are. So that was another lesson learnt on my very first finished quilt. All the Dresdens are obviously different. It's completely by hand. All right, completely. Had I known then when I started it, I wouldn't have been as enthusiastic. I don't know if you can see, but there's 1, 2, 3 rounds of hand stitching around each one. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more in each of the corners that make this little sort of starry thing going on here. I'll bring the camera over in a minute and show you it a bit closer. As I say, it took me months. I loved it. I'll probably never ever do it again because I haven't got the time. Dresden plate is still one of my absolute favourites ever, which is amazing considering I did so many first off it, not necessarily because I chose it. My mum chose the pattern without realising she'd chosen it. So yeah, there we go. And not my colour scheme either. So that's mum's. She doesn't use it. It spends most of its time now living with me. I think, I don't quite know why. It lived in the wardrobe. It could be she didn't want to use it. It was too good, so I made her another one. She didn't use that one either. That's in the wardrobe as well. She's got several lap quilts that she does use, and cushions and things like that, so that's okay. But yeah, so there we are. That was my very first. An awful lot of things wrong with it, an awful lot of things learned. Proud to punch with it, show it at every opportunity because I don't care how many mistakes are in it. I achieved what I set out to achieve. It entertained me for so many hours and it taught me so much, not only about stitching and doing, but about myself. When you're sat there doing at whatever time in the morning for a major full-on reason, your mind goes over and over and also, and you learn an awful lot about yourself, which is not necessarily a bad thing. So there we go. Right, so what else is on today? Oh, Tom's is up in the gods. I came in this morning and he'd already come in, which is absolutely fine. And I could hear this meow, and I'm like, where are you? He's not in his bed there. He's not in his bed under the table. He's not in his bed over. Didn't think to look back up. He's gone back up into the gods. He got a strop on with me with that one because I sprayed it a few weeks ago. So he wasn't happy and he evacuated that one for a while, but he's gone back up now, so that's obviously okay. So Tom's fine. Exercise, well, I'm off down for my daily. I'm down to the post office today with parcels and things for people. Thank you for your orders, folks. They'll be coming out later on today. So that'll be my exercise. What else? Saying hello to everybody. Is everybody all right? Are you all okay? Are you all well? I hope so. And looking forward to a few days nice weather, I believe, up towards and over the weekend. That'd be good. Really looking forward to that. What else? Tidy. Yeah, it's all tidy over there. That's how come you've got this one out today, because when I was tidying and doing, it was in the bottom of the stack, so I was able to get it out and therefore show you. Otherwise I might have shown you a couple of 3 weeks ago where I couldn't get to it. That's all good because it's all tidy over there. Right, okay, so that's me for today. And as I say, we've got a nice star tomorrow that did my brain in, but it's all done and it's all good. Have a happy day and be lovely. I'm going to show you this. Don't know if you can see that too well. It really is huge. Yeah. Loads and loads of quilting on it. The back isn't the best, and look at the knots and the lumps and all things going wrong, but what the hell. It was my very first and I was very proud of it. Bye bye people.